Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl. Since June of 2022, I've been using Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Since then, I have lost over 50 pounds. I've lowered my A1C, although I had a hiccup a little bit ago that my A1C has spiked because I was on steroids to take care of the Lyme disease that I contracted this summer. However, I no longer take high blood pressure medication because I no longer have high blood pressure. I reversed my non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and my cholesterol numbers look good even though I am still on a statin. Today is injection day and I haven't done an injection video in a while, but I'm also heading out to Busch Gardens Tampa Bay in a little bit. So I want to share with you my injection and then the food that I am eating while enjoying Busch Gardens. So here we go. So I am running a little bit behind, that's why I haven't blown dry my hair. It is really cold out. I'm gonna put a hat on, but let's do this injection. All right, took the lid off, the cap. Twist, twist, twist. All right, and I'm still on 7.5 milligrams. I think I've been on it for over a year. Highest I got to was 10 milligrams, but because of supply issues, I was bumped back down to 7.5. My endocrinologist thought, hey, since 7.5 is working, no need to go up to the next dosage, but, oh, here we go. What are we gonna do? Here we go, injection. And you wanna do it at a different spot each time? All right, did you hear those two clicks? One click meant that it was being deployed. The other click was that it's undeployed. It retracted back into the pen. All right, my friends, here we go. Off to Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Bye. I hit the road. I had half a spinach, feta, and egg white wrap from Starbucks, which was left over from earlier in the week. Now, I did have free admission into the park, and that's because I work for a utility. And SeaWorld, which is the company that owns Busch Gardens, they offered utility workers free admission for 2 people into either SeaWorld or Busch Gardens for our efforts for working the hurricanes this past season. So I invited my friend Valerie, and we went to college together along with her husband up in Western New York. And it's so nice that they ended up in the Tampa Bay area. So every so often we do get together. And again, I'm so happy that she joined me at Busch Gardens. Now, before grabbing lunch, we enjoyed some of the attractions and 2 roller coasters. The first was Cheetah Hunt, which was a lot of fun. And then we hit Montu. And it made me realize I'm probably too old for roller coasters. I was so disoriented after this ride. We saw some more animals, and then we hit up one of the food halls for lunch. For lunch, I chose 3 street tacos with chicken, and then you have 2 sides. The sides are refried beans and rice. I just went for the refried beans. I know rice would have been healthier, but I just went with 1 rather than 2 sides. And then I grabbed a Diet Coke. Now, this lunch cost me, let's see, the Diet Coke was like $6.75, and the tacos were just over $18. It was a little bit pricey, but it was kind of good. There is a toppings bar for the tacos. There was lettuce, tomato, some salsa, and some green verde, which is a little bit spicy, and then some limes as well. And this was my lunch. And then after lunch, we enjoyed more of the attractions. We were still not feeling well to go on any rides. It was too cold to go on the Flume ride, and the River Rapids ride was closed. One last ride we took is called the Sky Ride, and it is wonderful. It's a nice contrast to the roller coasters. The roller coasters are really fast-paced and whip you around, but the Sky Ride is a nice, I don't know, just bird's eye view of the park. You're in a gondola above the park, and it went over some of the animal habitats. We saw giraffes and elephants, and then you get to see some of the roller coasters off in the distance and some of the other rides, and it was just very peaceful. Now, it is an additional cost. It's $5 per person one way. Finally, I did find my something sweet. We found Rita's Italian Ice, and that's where I had a gelati. I never had one before, but oh my gosh, it is magical. It's basically layers of Italian ice and custard. For the Italian ice, I chose sugar-free dragon fruit and then vanilla custard, and my oh my, it just hit the spot. I'm back home from Busch Gardens, and it was fun seeing my college friend Val. I only ate 2 things at Busch Gardens today. I had dreams of eating turkey legs or some Christmas holiday fare because the Christmas Town event is going on, but that starts at 5 o'clock. So it's probably for the best that we left at 5. So I didn't get to taste any of those good Christmas goodies. I didn't see any turkey legs, and there were actually a lot of food outlets that were closed today, to my surprise. I would think a Saturday, things like that would be open. But anyway, all I had was the taco lunch, which I actually ate all 3 tacos. Bless you, Radcliffe. And then the Rita's ice with the custard that was really yummy. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you're doing well on Mounjaro. And remember, life's too short, so always say yes to adventure. Bye.